stop doing socials for social's sake. Every business doesn't need social media, but most businesses can have social media and are doing it wrong. And I think that's the piece that's missing. There's no one size fits all approach to social. It has to be cerebral. You need someone that's digging in and developing an actual strategy for you, and not just here's a graphic do well on social, or here's a videos do well on social. Like, there needs to be a so what. I don't think that this is an issue with big companies. I'm kind of seeing it for companies of all size, where they're doing social media for social media's sake, or they don't have a strategy tied to what they want to get out of socials. They're just doing socials because they feel obligated to do socials. We've just lost the plot, and we really got to go back to simple principles. And I say this so much, but I find I'm having so many conversations in so many different industries with businesses of completely different size, where it's the same thing happening over and over again. They're doing socials for social sake, and they don't know why they're doing socials or what their socials are trying to achieve. And that's where I just want to take a moment to remind marketing managers or business owners of any size, stop doing socials for social's sake. You're burning cash and you're wasting time, which is your most precious resource, because you're doing something because you feel obligated and not because there's a strategy. And you shouldn't be doing anything for the sake of doing it, especially when it comes down to creating conversion points that are meaningful for your business, which is typically sales. And when your socials have no strategy, they're not going to generate sales, and it's distracting you from your true mission. And the businesses that wake up and realize they need to stop doing socials for social's sake are who is going to win in this battle, because businesses of all industries aren't actually speaking to the customer. They're not saying what they need to say to get what they want, which is the buy. I think it's just taking a step back and just going back to simple. Like, what are you trying to achieve with a social media platform? What do you want to get out of Instagram? And you can't just say business. Like, it has to be more specific. Are you trying to generate brand awareness? Are you trying to stay top of mind? Are you trying to generate specific sales, grow a larger following? What's the plan for your socials, so that whoever is executing them, which is usually at a lower level within the company, has a very clear direction for what they're doing? Because for the most part, CMOs, CEOs, COOs are just expecting a social media manager to generate an insane amount of sales without having the proper strategy in place. And that's a problem. And you wouldn't do that for anything else in your business. So why is a major driver for external connection and communications with customers being executed month over month without the same level of strategy and scrutiny? It's fairly easy to make social media content that is nice looking, but what you really want is social media content that makes you money. And that's the difference. So in order to make money on social media, you actually have to have a strategy. And that often is not coming from your social media manager or your community manager.